D&D game. Like I said, Nariel's not going to be here tonight. Brendan's going to be late. But until then, we'll talk about Dungeons and Dragons and we'll get started. Last time on our little D&D game, our adventurers ventured into the swamp after they accused their friend, their compadre, of stealing or breaking into the locked room.
The warehouse.
In the warehouse at Carnath House. They blamed Pluto.
Because we're terrible friends.
They began moving down the path and found it very hard going.
I should bring him back to get his hands chopped off.
So anyhow, thank you, Richard. As they ventured down this path, they realized it took them a very long day's worth of walking and hard slogging. They ran into some lizard folk. They got into a fight.
We got a friend.
They managed to get a friend out of it, named Snapjaw. They then were attacked by giant lizards. Giant wild lizards. And what's your name again? Quill cast Leoman's tiny hut, which was they could see out, but they made it opaque so the lizards couldn't see in, and so they stabbed through the hut because I said they could.
Because it's literally in the spell.
Yes.
And they stabbed through and they killed all the lizards, and the lizards ended up eating themselves and they escaped. They spent the rest of the day slogging through this swamp, through this muck and mud and mire, following Snapjaw, and now they've managed to reach a small encampment that is really not much higher than the muck. They're not much higher and drier than the muck they've been wandering through. You've spent all day and you've barely gone 6 or 7 or 8 miles. It was heavy travel.
What's that in kilometers?
It was pretty tough slogging. But you get back to an encampment with 4 lean-tos, and there are some canoes overturned. They look large enough to carry 5 people or 3 people and some cargo.
It'd be 3 people and some cargo if these are regular canoes.
They're big. They're big
canoes?
Yeah, they're 5 people. They're 5
This
person.
is like water there? Is
Yeah, that's all water. They're 5-person canoes.
Okay.
It's getting very late in the day. You guys managed to make it back here, and I don't remember exactly what we did here in the swamp, or here at the thing, but we're back, and it's late. There is food here. There is a fire pit on a raised kind of a stone. I don't want to
actually up here?
Yeah, it's not really a stone dais, but it's a stone kind of a platform, and there's a fire on top of it. And Snapjaw has been trying to communicate with Quill, but I had to throw your dice away last time because you couldn't roll. And I said I was going to run an 8-hour dice rolling
And you touched another person's dice.
Yeah, and I threw it away.
You don't do
Roll better.
You don't do that.
Roll better.
You don't do
Roll better.
Bad DM.
No,
Bad.
good DM.
Bad DMs.
And I do have a like I said, I was going to bring a 4-pound hammer. I have the 4-pound hammer. I have a place to smash them. So we can go up and smash the dice.
It is the same dice that got me back-to-back 20s last time.
And he touches my dice
When
and make
we were-
him buy me a new set.
When we were playing
Death House.
Death House.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. We put that clip on. We put that clip on Twitter or remember. Yeah, we did. We put it up on Twitter. Anyway,
we thought serving dragon kneelers, cult kneelers, dragon kneelers. You need helping me.
and he's talking specifically to you, Quill, because he was talking to you before.
Because I can understand him, but I can't talk.
He's kind of speaking a pigeon, kind of a
Pigeon English.
pigeon draconic, almost, right?
And you have a slight knowledge about Draconic.
I can comprehend any language.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have that spell.
I do have that spell.
Is that Brendan? No, not yet. Okay. Anyway, he says to you,
Snapjaw. Good. Helping Snapjaw. Get rid of dragon kneeler.
and he told you about the bullywigs that were bullying them.
Right.
They both work. You guys know that they both work for the Dragon Kneelers or the Cult of the Dragon. He says,
We are taking the boxes. Boxes taking to dragon kneeler at the castle. At the castle. Yes. You are helping Snapjaw, yes?
I can't communicate back. I thought someone did speak Draconic.
Does
maybe
Nariel
it's Nariel.
speak Draconic?
We'll see. I have
Or does he know English?
Or did Brendan learn it?
no,
We don't have Brendan's character sheet, so sure, he knows it.
no, he didn't. He knows nothing.
He really doesn't. He thinks he can be his mentor, but no. I'd cut his hands off before he got anywhere near my loot.
It drew goblin, orc, druidic, dwarvish, elvish, common.
Well, we're useless. One of us should have learned Draconic.
Just do hand gestures.
I think we figured out a way. Speaking a kind of a pigeon, common
Okay.
tongue.
I was going to say, does that book, The Dragons I have, wouldn't teach me to speak Draconic eventually, would it? With enough studying?
You need to study Draconic and learn the language to understand everything that's written there.
In my off time.
There is some common in that book. However, there's a lot of stuff written in Draconic in there.
Right.
But I would say that book is written more in common.
Yeah, I would think so.
like phrases and
Yeah, I'll need to.
Actually, it tells you all the lore of dragons. It even explains Tiamat.
I'll need to find a Rosetta Stone
her
for
relation
Draconic.
to Bahamut.
It explains everything. Anyway, it's got all the lores.
Okay, but it's not.
If you want to know, if you want to know Draconic lore,
I know it.
you go on YouTube and check that out. Anyway,
Anyways, I guess I can.
Yes.
Where's the castle? I guess where's the castle? I try to do some sign. I can probably
he understands.
He
He understands a little bit of common.
Okay.
So
Castle.
Where the kneelers are, the dragon kneelers. The dragon kneelers. Where we take boxes taking. Yes.
you guys are pretty beat up too, by the way. You guys.
We're gonna have to take a rest. It's getting dark anyway.
It's dark.
How
The whole
many?
time he's working kind of around the fire to light a fire.
How many bullywugs?
Many.
One.
Clans hold. Clans hold. Fairback. Spatagoo.
You gotta communicate with the rest of me.
What's that?
You gotta communicate with the rest of me.
Fairback. Spatagoo.
I'm doing a stop
Leader
of
is-
what we actually have right now. So.
Leader is.
And he's just a lizard folk. He's like a lizard guy, right?
Doing not so being nice
Snack a whack.
to lizards.
How many lizards? More than Bullywug?
No. Less being. You are killing. You are some. Yes, my friends.
I need you to roll me a d20 now. And you need to roll better than a 10.
On what? I didn't.
On what? What is the...
It's a charisma check.
Straight charisma?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 5.
I'm going to throw that away again.
Don't touch people's dice.
I just don't understand.
What? There's a 19.
He,
Let's say I ruined it.
he lights the... He lights the fire. He says,
You saw the resting now resting. Sleep.
He's gonna try to kill us in our sleep. We should kill him now.
Snapjaw. He wastes
I can end it
time
quickly.
going.
How far away is the castle? Where castle?
One more. Done right, done that. Done right.
On the water?
What else is in the castle other than bullywugs?
Dragon kneelers.
Dragon cultist.
Do you know castle?
Yes.
Are you communicating this back to us?
No, he's just talking in
you can
broken
hear
common.
he speaks a broken common.
We're talking in
broken
common.
common.
Yeah.
You couldn't
I thought it was
understand it
Brett.
before.
No, because I can't talk in Draconic.
Okay.
Do you want to play Nariel?
Come on.
Here, you play Nariel.
I don't want to heal anybody.
He's working.
He doesn't
getting the fire.
understand complicated sentences.
In English, in common.
Do you know Dwarvish?
Nariel does.
Does Nariel know a language you know, other than common?
No.
Snapjaw's looking at you guys as you're having this conversation. Nariel's like,
Oh, you mean so we can communicate without him? We're going to talk, Snapjaw. We're going to rest.
Snapjaw. Wait. Snapjaw. Wow.
Snapshot. Sleep. I will do fire.
You sleep. Snapjaw fire. Yes.
Ooh.
and you guys do notice there's in the lean-tos. There's 4 lean-tos here. They have dried fish in buckets, or dried fish hanging in them. Smashed birds, like they're smashed flat. They don't look very appetizing, but they're edible.
Question. Actually, let's go to sleep.
Cause I don't. It doesn't matter for the lean-tos. I can just make a hut.
I'm gonna go just chill in the huts for now. I'm gonna go. Red Buckley's gonna go use the washroom.
Okay, you see Pluto. He kind of crawls into one of the lean-tos and goes to sleep.
Is Snapshot's looking at the fire, right?
Well, he's talking. You're all standing around fire.
Do we believe that he's actually wanting our help and he's not going to murder us in our sleep?
I don't know. Do you believe him?
Nariel's perception check?
Insight.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 8.
Anybody can roll an insight.
Okay, I got a
For Quill?
16.
I told you, throw that damn thing away.
16?
You seem to think he's being upfront,
Up front.
straight up.
He just wants us to rest.
He wants you to rest, and he wants your help.
I feel like if he's facing a detrimental threat to his race, then yes, he would be seeking out help by any means
You gotta
necessary.
remember, there's probably a lot of lizard folk clans.
Exactly. Which is why I'm thinking he doesn't need our help.
But they're weak against compared to a bullywug, wouldn't they?
But if they have strength in numbers, so if they get a bunch of more clans into this helping out, then they would have the strength over. And what if they've already done that?
There's less of them though than there is bullywugs.
He can't understand complicated words, yes?
You can try.
I say we post-mortem this lizard folk.
Postmortem.
But this castle sounds like it has.
Oldest castle.
Snapjaw, we need to talk. You go away. Go hunt.
Go supply the boats with food and rations.
Check on the boats.
Snapjaw.
Can I roll charisma?
Yeah, you know what?
Or-
Persuade him.
You want me to persuade them?
Persuasion.
10. Hey, things are looking up in the world.
Nat 20.
Yeah, he says,
Snapjaw. Boat. Checking.
Delightful.
roll me the charisma check, Ren.
Charisma. That's a 16.
He looks at you with a sparkle in his eye.
Yay. I like him now. But Ren is still Ren.
So he goes around, and it's not very far away, but it's far enough. It's 25 or 30 feet away.
I'm gonna
and he's checking on boats.
Let's
And we're talking low. We're
it's-
talking low.
It's dark now,
Okay.
and the fire's lit. And Yotsun is literally howling in his sleep with snoring.
Who is?
Pluto.
Pluto?
Someone shove a sock in his nostrils.
Do we want to check out this castle? Because if we do, and there's like two groups of.
What position is he sleeping in currently?
He's kind of on his side or his back, kind of facing inward towards
So like
inwards towards the
this?
not right over on his side, but kind of on his back. But his head is turned.
cock his head up straight. It'll probably stop the snoring.
Are you gonna do that?
Yes.
Or roll me stealth.
Sleight of hand?
Stealth.
Stealth? That
Yeah,
is-
you give him you give his head a little like boot.
It's lighter.
Is he?
And he's not snoring in his back.
Okay.
I didn't think that was going to work.
But he's still snoring?
Not like
okay.
he was. He's just like
Okay, but I didn't think that was going to work.
and he seems to be dreaming about mommy.
Things we have to get rid of right now.
They're
Cats?
so good, mommy. What was the mistress's name in the
Diner?
diner that he
Ruby?
Ruby. Was that Ruby?
Yeah, it was Ruby.
Ruby, no, don't touch me like that. I don't like it.
Ruby's the best.
I must have missed that one.
You make the
Basically, he went into a diner and missed out on his pay and ordered food and didn't have enough to pay it because he only got paid, what, 2 silver? For the entire thing? And Ruby's prices are ridiculous. Like,
this pie is that.
she makes good food though.
Ruby, in her own defense, she does make pretty good food.
It was expensive. But
It's not the best food, but it's a decent.
It's a good diner meal. It's a good diner meal.
It is. It's a good diner meal.
Like it's not fancy.
Nothing wrong with the diner.
Oh no, it's you know what? It's the best burger you've ever had at that Greasy Spoon Cafe that you've been in. Like it's like
Yeah, it's that good. It's that.
it's the B&B in Winnipeg before it burned down.
I don't know about that place.
Have you ever watched Friends?
Of course.
It's that burger.
It's that burger.
Yeah. It's that one you don't always remember where it's from, but it's that good.
So, if we want to go to this castle,
We're whispering, right?
yeah, well, for the audience, we're speaking loud, but we're actually whispering.
They're whispering. Nariel's like, we have to go. We have to find out what's going on.
But isn't it better to have, if the bullywugs are, this is Nariel, what did it say? If the bullywugs are oppressing these lizard folk, would we not, sorry?
They're working for the cultists.
They both are. But would we not want to maybe try to recruit these lizard folk into helping us?
Don't let Jake fix it. Let Jake fix it. It's all good.
Earthquake?
Earthquake. We had an earthquake. His name's Brendan. Good.
Yeah, and Brendan also locked his keys in his car just now.
Oh, well. It's a good thing his parents' house is only half a block away.
I don't even know if I have a spare key there.
Are we straight? Tell us. Let us know. Probably
Straight.
not. Anyway. Okay.
Straight way.
That's what he's trying to do.
What's that?
He was trying to convince you, but he doesn't trust you. He doesn't trust you as far as he could throw you.
He gets thrown quite a ways.
But you know what? He trusts Ren.
And that's fine.
Trust me.
Well, you got the charisma.
That's a
You're
Dashing
sleeping,
smile.
dreaming about Ruby. So you can make sleeping,
Ruby?
dreaming about Ruby.
Do you not remember Ruby?
Not really.
The best burger from
Oh.
Friends?
Wait, no, I've never seen Friends.
No, it's from Waterdeep.
It's from Waterdeep.
Oh, Ruby! That person I
You're
flipped
dreaming
off.
about her. You're
must
sleeping,
have
dreaming
Next
about
time you
her.
flip off Ruby, there's a
Quietly.
finger coming off.
Dreaming about her. You were snoring.
Yeah, quit snoring.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Well, either way,
So he's trying to get us to help. I mean, that's kind
that's
of
what he's been trying to do for the last 3 hours since before the lizards attacked us.
honestly, let's just set up a watch tonight. So
It's probably a good idea because he'll probably have more friends coming. It takes more than just 3 lizard folk to carry everything they got in that warehouse.
we'll set up a watch tonight, and then keep a careful eye on the waterfront down there. And he trusts me for some reason. Some weird
Is this Snapjaw?
snack.
Snapjaw still with us?
He's a snack.
Anyway,
Again, we don't have to sleep out in the open.
No, and we shouldn't.
it's not hot. Like it's not cold.
No, but I'm saying
It's actually quite-
safety-wise.
We should make a cat sleep outside.
Absolutely.
Well, he's already in a lean-to. No need to
Cat.
wake him up.
You're a cat, aren't you?
I don't know what else.
Oh, I thought he was a cat.
No, he's a wood elf.
Same
And
thing.
besides, he's outside. He's in his own environment.
Probably
On the
surprised
forest, no. Although I've been raised in cities, so.
you're
Yeah.
the city slicker.
Let's face it. Your stepfather is
Okay, so
has not. You're a privileged child.
a little bit.
I think you're a millennial. Just saying.
I think you
Millennial
have many
tenfold.
assets back at home.
Quill, you're a millennial. And please don't call him more in debt.
Mine level.
Quill is a millennial.
I've had enough.
Oh my goodness, Quill's a millennial.
She is.
Wait,
She's nothing but trouble.
Am I level 3 now? So this one.
that means Ren Buckley's like a millennial.
Yeah, I just need to.
Ren Buckley's only 24.
Anyhow, and you guys will be doing a time jump fairly soon. Anyhow,
Skips.
yeah, there'll be a time skip.
Time warp.
Which means
Anyway,
time skip. You all died of tuberculosis.
we need. Do you want to? Do you have enough strength to cast another tiny hut?
It's a ritual. I don't need to spell slots.
That sounds fine. Does anybody need healing?
Do we get Snackjaw in here, or
I think he can sleep outside.
but he might lose trust?
Maybe it's better to keep him inside.
What if?
We're gonna have a watch.
We're gonna have a watch anyway, so we can just somebody can watch him.
Well, who's taking first watch then?
Ren Buckley will, because he wants to get ingrained with Snackjaw a little bit better.
Okay. Well, here's the deal.
Because these guys only need 4 hours of rest.
You guys need a. You can only cast it once you go in. You can't. Once you go out.
Once you go out, you can't come back in.
That's right. So, and you can't go in.
You have to be inside of it in the 10-foot circle when it's cast.
And you can't go out, and you can't come in after it's cast.
Right.
So
Nothing can come in after it's cast.
why don't we just sleep out in the open and in the lean-tos? If you wanna, I'm okay. Nariel, I'm Nariel. I'm
Sure.
okay. I'm a druid.
You're asleep in that thing too right now.
Cool.
You were snoring, then I kicked your head, and now you're not snoring.
Here's school.
And you're dreaming about Ruby
Yeah, I'm having a
and her pie.
nightmare.
No,
Pie
no,
was
no.
fantastic.
You're dreaming about her sweet pie.
That's not me.
Or cherry pie.
Yeah,
Actually, I think I would put that as this person's not there.
pretty much. Pretty much. She's your cherry pie.
Well then,
She's all woman, Ruby.
next time you disrespect her, you're
All-
gonna be answering to everybody.
All 227 pounds on her.
Does this look like it's been quite a permanent camp? Like it's been here for a while?
It is. It's not by any means a. It's not by any means a really well done count.
But it's been around for a while.
It looks like it's been used, but it's just been hastily erected. It's not fancy. It's a way stop.
Snapjaw seen... I'm going to go up to Snapjaw.
He's just finishing up at the boats. What do you say?
Snapjaw. I think we will go help you in the morning.
You're helping Snapjaw.
Red Buckley's just gonna follow up behind, and
You follow up behind.
when we wake up, when we rise, when sunrise,
Sunrise. We go.
We go.
Going when bright star comes to sky.
I don't think he would know it's a star. I think he would know it is big ball.
He calls it a stop.
Bright star come to sky.
More intelligent than
We go.
it.
You sleeping. Okay.
We sleep, keep one watch in case more come.
Snapjaw. Where are your dead around here? Where do you bury your dead? Do you bury your dead?
I'm in the corner.
No dead. No dead. You kill.
Doing this?
Killing. You are killing. You are killing.
My friend likes to pray over the dead.
You are killing, my friend. Very bad.
I didn't...
You very bad.
It didn't kill you.
He goes. He understood that.
Yeah.
Let's
Your friend very good.
let's go get some rest.
You not so good. You make storm come out of your finger.
Snapjaw. Let's go rest.
Sleep now, yes. Come, sleep. Hungry, eating.
And as you guys walk back into the thing, he notices he doesn't even really seem to notice Pluto laying in the lean-to, and he literally like steps on Pluto, grabs some fish, and he's like, eating.
Do I wake up from this?
No, you're gone.
Was that another spell? Or?
No, you've been awake for like 24 hours, and you need a rest.
Is it on autofocus?
Oh, maybe. Probably. Why?
It's going in and out of focus really weirdly.
Well, that's because of this, probably.
We should have it on manual focus, though, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should have it on manual focus. It's fine.
This will affect it, and this will affect it.
Well,
Yeah, any light coming from behind you will affect it.
well, it's fine now. So
Anyway,
we'll.
sleeping.
I'll start first watch.
I will take second.
Eating.
Yep.
And he's giving you some dried fish.
I have my-
Nariel's like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. That's Nariel.
I graciously take the dried fish.
Nariel takes the fish and he goes and does his thing. He looks at you and says, I'll see you in 4 hours. He does his
Can I talk with Snack Jaw?
snap drop.
Yeah.
He's
He just goes to sleep after I
gonna-
take the fish.
he's gonna stay up with you
Oh, yay.
for the first little bit. What do you want to say?
And you're safe.
Snapjaw.
Yeah, not snack.
Snap.
He a snack to me. Snapjaw. Numbers. Bullywug numbers. How many?
Bullywug. Many bullywug. Many.
Number.
He kind of draws a what you seem to think is a it looks like the outline of where they said like the castle.
Okay.
He roughly draws it with a stick.
The outline of a castle.
Yeah, basic, like very basic. And then he draws like something on the outside, and he kind of draws a bunch of stuff, and he points here and he goes, Bullywug. There, phone. And he points to these what look to be buildings or outbuildings of some kind on the outside of the castle. And he points
So like slave shacks.
just outbuildings of some kind.
Okay, so
Bullywugs. And he points, lizard. Giant lizards.
okay.
Eat you.
So he's gone and just crudely drawn.
He's crudely drawn a map of the whole area that you're going to.
A castle, and then like town type buildings,
No, not town type buildings. Just
like just out on the
rectangles on the outside of this castle. He's drawn it in the sand. What the shape of the castle might look like.
Okay, so not like that obviously, but
No, but he draws where the outbuildings are for his people.
okay.
And the bullywugs. And then he points
So-
to another area, and he's kind of got it ticked off. Like,
As cultists?
no, it's a big square area, and he points in it, and he says, "Lizard, big, lizard, eat you,
Okay.
eat you."
So I'm gonna quickly sketch this map onto like into like my notebook, and
Yeah. You have a.
so we can recognize where.
It does look like this.
Okay, so okay.
And you can definitely tell that the bullywugs, where the bullywugs are. Now, actually, pull this out of here. So you guys can.
That would work.
have a look at it. You won't be able to keep it, but you can have a look at it. So he points here and he goes,
Bullywugs.
leather,
Lizards.
leather, eel,
Giant lizard. Baby lizard. Bullywug.
leather, people, me. And he points at us. Leather, people,
Lizard. You. Bullywug.
bad, dragon, Nila.
Okay. Thank you.
So you have an idea.
So now we have an outline of the. We have a map now of the place.
So to speak.
Not the inside, but of the outside. We can kind of figure out which areas to avoid and which areas to go to.
You're still awake?
I'm sleeping. It's just
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You were the only one that
I'm
was
talking to
me.
myself right now.
What are you dreaming about, Ruby?
I'm having nightmares of her chasing me with a butcher knife.
Oh, she's chasing you with a butcher knife now?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to lay down and... What's she doing?
I can get you. Hilton. You didn't pay me. Oh, Pluto, you're so handsome. I just want to eat you alive. Now pay me!
She pulls out a knife and stabs it into your heart and you wake up. You sit up, bolt upright, and you can see everybody's asleep.
Go back to bed.
And Ren is kind of sitting close to the fire.
How long have I been sleeping for?
You're still pretty tired, but you've been out for a couple hours.
So because of 8 hour rest for me is 4 hours.
Yeah, not even.
Oh no.
Like 2.
Go back to bed.
Alright.
You go back to your reverie.
And I am myself and Snapshot just have lovely conversations about.
You say,
Snapshot, sleep now.
you sleep.
You're human.
Good night, Snapshot.
He goes, crawls into a lean-to, and
Snapshot is?
yeah, and he goes, listen.
Adorable.
No, this. And he's a pretty tall guy. Lizard folk aren't short.
Adorable.
He's pretty tall. The fire crackles. And,
Pokey stick. Pokey stick.
yeah. So, the first part of your night
Goes uneventful.
it goes pretty much uneventful. Who's taking the next?
Me.
Is it you? I thought it was Nariel.
Well, how long can we both take a watch?
Because Nariel has already done his reverie. 4 hours already done.
I want to get up. We could both get up.
You could,
And
but
he
then
could
you
take
would
last
say
one.
you wouldn't be getting.
You don't have to sleep for 8 hours. You just don't have to do anything super strenuous.
Yeah, that's right. So are you getting up
I
then?
want to get up. I need to be up in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna take.
Quill's gonna get up.
I'm gonna take
And
Nariel.
Nariel can be up because it's been...
Nariel's already done his reverie. He's good for another 24 hours.
Yeah, he's gonna keep an eye on Quill.
Okay.
I want to... How far away from the battle that we had are we?
Probably 2.5 hours or 3 hours.
Oh, that's no good. I just want to, I don't know, kind of walk around, maybe a little bit into the woods and blow Nightcaller.
I want you to roll me a perception check as you walk towards the water. Marielle says, be careful.
21.
You're actually by the trees here where you sit.
Over here?
No,
Okay.
further. Behind the lean-to.
Like here.
You disappear behind the lean-to and Nariel's like, be careful.
Always.
And then you notice at the last minute, as the ground gives way, and you slide down the bank. It's not steep, because it's just a slightly risen dry part, but you kind of slide and your feet kind of go into the muck in the water and whatnot. And you're gonna blow Nightcrawler.
Absolutely.
You blow Nightcaller, and Nariel just like, no. I'm absolutely gonna kick her. And he comes over and he's like, tell me you just didn't do that.
And I kind of look up at him with like my best Puss in Boots expression. Me?
I feel like you should roll a deception.
I wouldn't do that.
So
What a performance.
you're looking for the undead.
I'm looking for the dead so I can animate it.
Nothing in this area.
Okay.
He says to you, put it away and don't blow it anymore.
I feel like her idea of putting it away is just kind of putting it back around a necklace as a necklace.
I'm like, you got it.
So that she
I
can
go to.
Because
go
I will
against,
call
like-
holy fire down on you.
Relax,
You're not even awake.
Nariel.
I know. I'm just saying.
My undead
You don't
army
need it. You don't-
has saved us before.
You know what? They got a spot open for you and they. You can go be one of Zastam's little.
Hey now.
And he walks away. I want you to try to get back up and get out of the muck.
What am I rolling?
Straight decks.
Dex?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, you go to get up and you go to crawl up the bank and it's not that steep, but you slip and fall face first into the mud.
I have a question. Is this out of, like, because I wasn't here? What happened to our broom?
I still have it.
Just a
Oh, yeah.
There's one of them. Waste.
I guess I will pull said broom out of my bag, hold on to it, and have it lift me out of the mud.
You lose a shoe.
and off comes your shoe. It gets left behind. You have one boot on, one boot off. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John.
Just use a
And you're like, ah!
Just use a stick to recover it.
Nariel looks back and goes, what are you doing?
I need my boat.
Whatever. Get your boot.
Just hop back on the broom and just reach down and
Yeah, I'm gonna fly,
Literally.
just reach down and pull it out.
What?
Anyway, who's
And then I'm gonna fly it over here.
here? You can watch this too.
I'm on it.
Oh, yeah, are you? Okay.
And then I'm gonna. Is he still would be within earshot over here?
Did you go back and get your boot?
Yeah, I got.
It's
I got my
full
boot.
of mud.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll press the digitation in it. So
Can't be a wizard.
It's all good.
I can blow my whistle over there again.
A Swiss Army gnome.
He's like, no, 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 no. And he's like, now he's running to you. He's like, I thought I told you to put that damn thing away.
I did.
Angrily
Gods be damned, I'm gonna squash that thing between two rocks. Put it away. I've had enough.
Wasn't it disintegrated at one point?
It came back.
Came back.
Yeah,
When you went over on the boat.
yeah, it came back.
Okay. My stuff doesn't magically come back.
Okay, I'll put it away.
And leave it away.
I'll put it away.
And
And then
leave
I'll
it put away.
fly off somewhere else in my room.
Yeah, nothing. You can only blow it twice.
No, it has to work. I can still blow it, but it only it has to work.
Yep.
Nothing.
But it didn't work, so
No. Yeah. Like if you want, like.
it's not out of charges. It has 2 working charges.
Well,
And
I'll
this
tell
didn't
you
work.
what.
It just didn't work.
I'll tell you what it does.
What?
It does bring up like.
Bye, Richard.
A dead fish.
Oh wait, that wasn't Richard. Mara. Hello,
86.
Mara, and goodbye, Mara.
No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, yeah, like an undead, an undead squirrel.
No, it has to be humanoid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so nothing.
I give you like an undead squirrel or snake or something, but no humanoids. You
No,
blow
yeah, it has to be
You
humanoid.
blow your. He's like, you know,
Wait, quick.
you're asleep.
No, I want to play as Nariel quickly.
No, I'm gonna play it as Nariel quickly. You know. You blow that thing one too many times, somebody might just mistake you as a harlot. And he walks away.
Heart.
Fantastic.
Thanks for coming.
Fantastic.
How does blowing on a whistle make me a harlot?
This is a whistle that literally brings back dead people.
And you enjoy blowing things, obviously.
You're disgusting, Mario.
Just saying. Just saying.
Supposed to be like a man of the cloth.
Just saying.
Have you seen
My goddess is a goddess of nature.
Congrats, you broke it.
Oh, I broke it a long time ago.
So, anyway, he's really tired of the undead. So, he's really working you hard.
But like any good teenager, she doesn't give it her.
Because she's an entitled millennial. I have 3 of those.
Yo.
Anyway, he's like, whatever. And I'm trying.
Go say some of your prayers, old man.
He just shakes his head. He just shakes his head. He's just like. Anyway, at some point during the night, you two have to roll a perception check for me. He got a 19.
I got a 16.
And Nariel, you hear this deaf little whistle as you're kind of scooting around on your thing. And
We both hear a whistle, or you just
no,
hear this?
he whistles to you. He's just like,
And I just like,
no, he just like gives you a bird call type of whistle. Something you guys know.
okay.
And you know it as an alert.
Oh, it's an alert?
Yeah, you know it as an alert.
Okay.
Something's going on. Something's up. Anyway.
I'm actually so happy right now.
Very impressive. Can I go over to Nariel?
He says there's something coming. There's something on the water.
I'm going to cast water breathing on him and myself.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you casting water breathing?
We're surrounded by water.
Yeah, so
Why not?
what's your point?
Who knows what is coming?
You have a witch hat too. He says to you, besides this, and he tops, like he hits the top of your hat. He says, besides this, what's your point?
Get right.
Just get a spell ready. And hide behind this tree, and you hide behind that tree. And he goes over to that tree by the boats.
I'm just going to go straight up in the air.
You're gonna
In
go
the dark.
In the dark? Okay, through the canopy.
Yeah. Well, higher.
You can kind of see.
This is not an open area. It looks like an open area. That's what I thought.
It is more open, yeah.
I'm just going to go straight up.
Okay, you can just. Oh no, don't worry about it. Just she's up in the air. You don't have to hold her.
That's okay.
There.
Higher than that, though.
That's about 20 feet in the air. That really is. That's about 20 feet in the air. 15 or 20 feet. If you lay it sideways, you can find out.
10, 12.
10, 12 feet in the air.
Well,
So if you
I'm
put
higher
two of
than
those,
that.
if you put 2 of those together, you'd be.
Do you want me to put 2 of those together?
Sure, why not?
Just like take the base and
Or we
just
could
like
just
connect with the base. Or we could just imagine because
Don't be imagining stuff.
There, it's 10 feet in the air.
It's more than that. We'll call it 20
20.
feet.
Yeah. Anyway, it's in the dark, so they can't see me. Well, unless they have dark vision, I guess.
So, you guys notice that there are are 3 boats like the ones that are on the shore approaching the shoreline. Okay, that's enough. Like,
I'm really happy. I've been trying to do that all summer.
good. You've done a camp thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get you a badge.
Do you have a camp name?
I do.
What's your camp name?
It's a reference to a band.
Okay.
Just leave you with that.
You're leaving me with that?
Yeah.
What band?
Bastille.
Okay.
Best. Oh,
That band?
yeah, I know Bestie.
Yeah.
Anyway, approaching the shoreline are 3 canoes. To the best of you have dark vision, right?
Sure do.
Yeah, to the best of your view, you can see 3 canoes approaching the shoreline with 9. Within each, there are 3 more lizard folk.
Okay.
They look to be extremely alert, and they are approaching very slowly. Only 1 oarsman per boat. And this is the first time you've heard them
Okay.
as they approach. What do you want to do?
So the cool thing, if I fly over Nariel, I could like whisper from above him, and you can hear remarkably good, like straight up and down from somebody. Nariel, should we get everybody up?
Well, we should do something. Who knows if these guys are friendly or not?
They look like lizard guys. They look like Snapjaw's people.
Doesn't mean they're friendly.
We should probably get everybody up, including Snapjaw.
Well, let's go.
I can zoom back quicker than him.
Okay, you go get him.
Okay.
He says as you're gone out loud, almost like you don't hear him, but he says out loud, okay, you go get him. I'll stay here and watch. 9 against 1. Sounds good.
Could have had one more. I twirl my whistle in my hand.
Could have worked in a brothel.
Pig.
Hussy.
Okay, are you getting us up? I'm assuming you're getting us all up.
Anyway.
I've gone back because I'm waking everybody up.
Okay, everybody's
I
awake.
ran first.
Are you doing it stealthily, or you do it quietly, or loudly?
Yeah, I'll do it quietly.
Okay.
We got 9 lizard folk coming.
Get Snapjaw.
Well, I'll let you wake up Snapjaw. I'll go get
Me.
Okay.
Pluto.
I'll go wake up Snapjaw quietly, and then
Does he know your name yet? I don't think he does.
he does. Snapjaw. Friend.
Yes. Perhaps. Yes. Needing. What is needing?
9 lizard. 9 of you.
9. Me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you. Lizards.
Little
Beach.
peoples. Lizards.
Yes.
Peoples.
Correct.
Waiting.
He jumps out, and he almost, as he leaves, he almost runs over Quill. You need to make a dexterity saving throw. 11. You just managed to avoid.
Well, 14.
Yeah, you just managed to avoid getting run over by him. You kind of get pushed over a little bit into Pluto as he's getting up. But you don't get run over. So he runs down to the beach.
Question. Are these canoes like
They're upside down.
They're upside down properly?
Yeah, and there's
Okay.
actually 3 of them. I only drew 2, but there's actually 3.
Okay.
And there's 3 more coming.
Okay.
And you hear him make some sort of weirdo sound, like this lizardy sound,
Okay.
and you hear the sound come back to him off the water, and the 3 boats make landfall, and 9 lizard folk get out. So if you want to get out some more goblins there, and
Jake has it.
9 lizard folk, I don't care what they are, just 9.
Can I go up to the trees here before
Just in a minute. You can go back there in a minute. We're gonna go and we're gonna take turns. It's going to be Snapjaws first, and then we'll start with you.
Okay.
But we're gonna put 9 lizard folk on the beach.
Because before they hit the beach, I want to stealth into the trees.
But they're already on the beach. They're already on the beach.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Can I see that cloth for a minute?
You're not gonna get it off your hands. Maybe, actually.
You trying to get tar off?
No.
It's
the ink.
It's
You're not
the
gonna get it off your hands.
And how did you know I was dealing with tar today?
I know everything.
Maybe you smell like tar.
I know everything. So anyway, I'm just gonna roll a quick perception check at disadvantage, and they begin to speak to Snapjaw in very quick lizard folk tongue. You can move wherever you like.
Is he still stealthed?
He's in the trees. Nariel's in the trees, underneath, watching.
I want to cast comprehend languages to hear what they're saying.
You can move to a tree. You need to roll a stealth check, please.
Oh, I won't go into a tree. I'll go above again.
Actually, I'll just go. This thing here is.
But we'll do
That's
stealth check.
a ridge that goes down into the
Can I
water.
hitch a ride with you?
Okay.
Yes.
So then I'll just stealth into the trees right here. Oh, damn. 15.
Okay,
Good
enough.
18 for my stealth check.
Thank
But he's in the
goodness.
room with me.
Yep, good enough. And
Thank
you
goodness
cast comprehend languages.
Sure do.
I like this relationship we have.
All of a sudden,
Just so I
all of a
hear-
I just can't go 50. Sorry, I can't go as quick with you on it.
Yeah.
you can hear the conversation go something like this, and I'll just Snapjaw. Where are your companions? They died. Well, how did they die? We were in a fight. They died. In a fight with what? And why are you with all these humanoids?
They don't know I'm there.
Did we
were
see us
told-
all?
We were told
can smell us.
to kill them all. The masters back at the castle told us not to trust anyone in the swamp. What are you doing here with them? Needless to say, they know you're there. And he's like, they saved me. They saved me from giant lizards. They saved me from getting killed. They want to help us. You fool, we're not supposed to trust them. They're not trustworthy. You remember what he said? Don't trust any of them. What if the giant dragon woman finds out? She'll eat all of us. He's like, no. They saved my life. They tried to save our friends from giant lizards. And you can hear him telling a lie now, like you killed his friends.
Is he gonna roll a deception?
He's like, you need to trust me. They're here to help. Honest. And he doesn't really use these guys' names, but he's like, trust Snapjaw. I can help. They can help us. They can help us get rid of the bullywugs. And they're all looking at him like, yeah, right, buddy. Anyway. So he's going to try to convince them. And I'm just going to find the roll for that. Just give me a minute. I had it here. I just figured out where it is. There we go. Just getting close now.
It's not sharp.
It's really not.
All right.
Sharpen it.
I don't know how to sharpen knives.
Maybe you should learn.
He says to them.
That is kind of neat, though.
It looks like
He
Batman,
continues
that's not
to.
What are you talking about? It is Batman.
It's not the proper Batman.
He's had many different logos. That's one of them.
I think Batman things are shaped differently.
He begins to talk and try to convince these guys of their your being able to help them.
I like diplomacy.
And he says, he keeps saying, they're here to help, they're here to help. And you notice that the guy who's asking him questions, he's like, you're a fool. They're here to kill us. And some of the other lizard folk are like, yeah, they must die. And the other ones are like, hold on, wait a minute.
Let's hear him out.
Let's hear them out. Tell us more. Why are they here? And there's like half of them are. It's like a split. There's 5 of them that kind of they look like they believe them, and there's 4 of them that don't, including the leader. The leader really doesn't believe them, and says, "You're a fool. You get us all killed. The bullywugs will kill us all, and the dragon kneelers will kill us all." And he says, "No, they're here to help us. Come and hear them. Listen to them. They will help."
Well, what's a way we can show that we're here to help? We need a way.
Make it rain food.
Nariel casts light on his mace. Yeah, I think he does.
He does.
As a cantrip, he casts light on his mace and he steps out into the path beside.
But he doesn't understand what they're saying, does he?
He has.
Because they're not, or they're speaking in.
They're speaking in lizard folk, but he looks at Snapjaw and he says, "Snapjaw." And Snapjaw looks at him. "We are here to help Snapjaw." And he puts his little hand on Snapjaw's shoulder, because he's shorter than Snapjaw by quite a bit.
Bring us down.
"We are here to help." And the 4 guys that don't really trust him, they're all standing in the front. They all draw weapons. And the guys in behind them are like, "Hey, whoa, wait a minute." And they kind of are in a bit of a kerfluffle of their own. And Snapjaw's like, "Listen to them. Listen to them." Nariel will roll. What's Nariel's charisma?
I thought you said 4 trusted and 5
3.
didn't.
3.
No, 5 trust and 4 don't.
Oh.
Nariel doesn't seem to be helping any
I will-
matters any.
Are you just going to drop, or do you want me to drop
Bring
you
me down.
And
Then
things are about to get heated.
I'll swoop down.
They're like, "Ah! Kill them all!"
Put him like a
Snapjaw, he manages to quell their. He holds up his head. No, wait, stop. As the other ones in behind, they're like, yeah, wait.
Snapjaw, if we were their enemy, we would have killed them from above.
And he relays that message to them. Something about.
Death from above.
But they're like, yeah, no.
Can I use deception to get them to believe that we're on their side?
If you can try. What do you want to do? Explain it.
I'm just gonna do what Noriel did, but better.
Okay. Explain.
I just walk over.
Put your hand on Snapjaw's shoulder, type of thing.
Walk over. I have my sword, like, in its sheath in my hand, and I'm putting it on the ground. We simply want to help against bullywugs.
They understand help
And
bullywugs. They understand that. I need you to rephrase and give me, because their weapons are out, they're drawn, they're ready to go. You lay your sword down on the thing.
help lizard people.
Help lizard folk.
Roll me a charisma check.
I am using deception, so plus 10.
Yeah, you can use deception.
12.
So 22.
No, 12.
He's rolling like I do.
They seem to.
I rolled 2 nat 20s before that.
You rolled help. You said help lizard folk.
Help lizard
But the way you said it is like they kind of stop. They lower their swords, their weapons a little bit, and they're looking at you. Pluto, what are you doing?
I'm still in the trees.
You're still hidden?
Yeah.
But you don't want to do anything? Quill, you're still above them?
No.
No, I guess I came down to drop you off.
Yes,
didn't I?
you came down to the ground. You're not on your broom. You're just standing there.
There
So-
are now 3 of us in the wide open. I don't have my weapon.
Yeah, I'm staying hidden in the trees.
One of the, you're staying in the trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it hasn't even. It's only been like 3 hours now, right?
Who's the
about 4.
who's the biggest one?
Okay, so I'm fully hidden.
The one that's talking, he's kind of right in the middle.
He's right in the middle.
Yeah, either one is fine.
How big are these guys?
They're 6'5".
Okay,
So
so
I'm
they're
like,
over twice the size of me.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm fine.
they're not all 6'5".
am I 5'10"?
But some of them are like 5'10".
yeah.
Some of them are 6 feet. They're not short,
Right.
but they're human. They're human tall or taller. They're really good looking. Like they all have these. Like they're not ugly dudes.
I'm gonna go up to the big one and do like this.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
Perception?
As you walk up to him, roll me a perception check.
22.
You notice all of his jewelry, albeit bones and little
battered trinkets.
trinkets and things from the from the swamp. You do notice some. It's like a Pandora bracelet. You know what I'm
Like
talking
a
about?
friendship bracelet.
And you notice things that these people shouldn't have. Little pieces of metal and like
fine
little
gems.
not gems, but little like crystals and stuff like that. Things that they wouldn't get in a jungle or in a swamp, rather.
Is what he has in his charm bracelet.
You almost think that these are children's trinkets from maybe somewhere in Waterdeep,
Water Plinko machine.
or like, you know. And you notice his weapon is he doesn't have just any sort of club. All right, he's got his club is actually a really kind of a nice looking mace, and his spear, his javelin, looks like it actually looks like the javelin or the spear of one of the outriders of decimate.
Is his little Pandora bracelet in good condition, or has it seen some wear?
It's seen some wear, but the stuff the stuff that looks like it came from town looks newer.
Looks newer.
Yeah, the rest of it looks worn.
So like this is.
And it's not just him. You notice that on.
Okay.
You notice the glint of this on Snapjaw, on Ralph and Bernie and George and Frank.
I love how all the miscellaneous NPCs are Frank, Joe. Everybody in this world is named Joe. It's done.
Joe Blow.
And you're actually talking to Joe.
Is any of his things broken on it, or you said like it's just worn?
No, it's just worn. It just looks like they.
Okay, it's worn. It's worn down. So I think this would work.
It's not old.
I'm going to like point down to him, or I'm walking up to him, and I'm like, what, 3 foot?
Yeah,
one?
you're gonna walk right up to him.
I'm walking right up to him.
You need to roll me. I'm gonna
He
make.
can't possibly be intimidated by me, is he?
No, but I'll make you roll persuasion.
I don't need persuasion for what I'm going to do.
But you're calling him. You're gonna persuade him to come to your level.
Well, I'm just going to. I just want him to look at me,
Yeah. So you're walking up to him.
and and I cast mending on his bracelet, so it's like all brand new again.
I will let you do that. And you know what? I'm gonna let him roll.
I guess I have to. Sorry, I read the spell again. I have to touch it, so I'm going to touch his wrist. I guess I'm going to say I'm pointing at his wrist and having him bring it forward,
Yeah.
and I want to touch it.
That's his sword hand touch in his wrist. And
Well, I've asked for it to come
yeah,
forward.
and you touch it, and there's this little glow, and you see him cock his arm, like he's gonna go and roll me charisma, straight up.
7.
He does not like that.
He doesn't like a nice brand new bracelet.
He's like, kill them! And he swings at you. What's your AC?
13.
Well, that will hit you.
What did he hit?
He hit you with his mace, and
Right, but I can pop shield if I need to.
well, he hit you with his mace, and
Would you hit an 18?
he rolled a 15, 16, 16, 15. Does he hit you
I can pop shield and go to 18.
as a reaction?
Yeah, so it wouldn't hit me if that's the case.
So he swings his mace at you.
Yeah.
And you can hear this lizard. And he hits your shield and goes boing. You need to roll me another charisma.
9 this time. It's getting better.
This time they all attack you. Your shield's up.
Yeah, it's up.
And Snapjaw's like yelling, trying to get him to stop. He can't get him to stop, so 16 plus 4, that'll hit you, right?
Sure will.
First one hits you for 4 points. And they're all attacking twice. So
Is that all as in the 4 or all as in all?
all 4 of them.
Just the 4.
The other 5 are like, what?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
The second hit hits you for 6. The second guy, he misses his first one, and 18. Yeah, he hits you with his. He does through 5 points. Joe takes his second attack and he misses. He swings at you actually and misses. He just thumps the ground beside you. And the last guy, Frank, he hits you once and misses you the second time, and he does 8 points of damage. And you get battered around. You don't seem to be bleeding anywhere. Your shield seems to have protected you from taking any real damage, but you're taking bludgeoning damage anyway, as these 4 attacked you. Nariel is... Let's roll initiative. 16 for these guys. The other 5 seem to be standing back, not doing anything.
23.
All right,
17.
Quill 17. And Ariel rolled a 16. And Pluto rolled a 23.
Yeah.
And Ren?
16. I go first. Higher dex.
Oh.
Higher dex.
Yeah, but I rolled a 23.
I go before Nariel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, very good. What are you doing, Pluto?
Can I stealth from this tree up to this tree?
Sure. That's just your movement. You're just gonna move. And are you climbing the tree?
No.
You're just hiding there?
No. I've stealthed up to this tree, so they still don't know I'm there.
So you gotta roll.
And then I
Roll
want
me a stealth check.
14.
Okay, you believe you're well hidden.
Am I well hidden?
You believe it.
Then can I sneak attack this guy right here?
I'll let you attack him.
I miss.
Yes, you do. Horribly.
Yeah, because that's 9.
But nobody saw him do it.
Oh yeah, he's looking at you right in your face. He's like,
He's turning around now.
no, he's standing looking at Quill, but he's turned his head looking at you now as well. Now it is Quill's turn.
Okay, well, sorry, buddy. I don't know that you're there, and I'm being
Thunderstep.
thunderstep. I can go all the way over to here.
You're moving. You're taking disengage action.
No, I'm
Thunderstep.
casting Thunderstep, which allows me to teleport to an unoccupied space I see within range. And immediately after I go, a thunderous boom, and every creature within 10 feet, which should only be these guys and him.
Wouldn't it be these 2? Because if you
Count 2 spaces.
Yeah.
That's 10.
Like it's a 10-foot radius, so it's 5 feet around me.
Yeah. No.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. It's 5 feet out from either. It's
Yeah,
5
so
feet
I was,
out
I
all
was
around.
here, so it should just be these 4 and
No,
Pluto.
because each one of these squares is 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm here, and these guys are more than 5 feet away.
Yeah, but you said 10-foot radius.
Yeah, it's 10-foot radius.
5 feet away around me.
Radius
Oh.
is the full across. Diameter is the.
Dumb.
Yeah. So 10 feet. So do your thing.
I did it. You have to make a Constitution saving throw for each of them.
Okay.
And you have to.
What is the con save?
Yeah, fine. I'll just
16.
16. Okay. 1 miss. 2 misses. 3 misses.
what do I have to beat?
And 4 misses.
16.
What's
I
your
failed.
Constitution bonus?
He
I got a 14.
Okay. Roll your damage. Roll your dice. Move your mice. Nobody gets hurt. 2, 6.
16 points of damage to all of them.
And you.
All right.
Yeah, six.
Those 4 guys, they failed. Do they get knocked prone? I seem to think that I want to remember they get knocked prone on their butts or something.
I think that was. That was the big one. That was thunder.
That was Thunderwave.
Okay. Well, they get thunderstruck.
And you can hear it from 300 feet away.
Yeah, you seem to wake up the jungle around you. That's for sure. Boom.
Like a big blast of cannon.
And these guys take some serious damage, and they are all hurt and holding their ears.
I have 5 health left.
And
I had to. I have 18.
the Snapjaw, did Snapjaw take damage too? No. Okay, it is now, yes, Ren's turn first.
So my sword's on the ground still.
Yeah.
Then I'll take an action to pick it up.
Okay, you don't need an action to pick it up. It's free
yeah.
action.
Yeah, then just pick it up. And without doing anything, I want to roll a charisma to say we have have the power to kill bullywugs.
Yeah, so you could say that. You bet. Kill bullywugs. They understood that.
And that's just a straight charisma, I believe. 11.
They stop, and two of their own, I'm going to call that your turn, two of their own from behind come up and kind of grab Joe, the leader. And they come up and grab Joe, and they're like, they don't pull him out, they just hold on to him. And they're like, you hear them talking, and you still have comprehend languages, or is that off now because you cast Thunderwave?
No, it's not concentration. It's still on.
Okay, you understand them to say that you need to listen to these people. That little one just about killed you for just now. Maybe they are here to help. And they, he's like wrestling. They're holding him, and they're like wrestling to try to convince him. And Snapjaw's like, no, listen to them. And Joe doesn't want to listen. And
What about the other three?
the other three, they're convinced. They're like, the other three are like definitely like Ralph, George, and Frank. Or Ralph, Bernie, and Frank. They're like, yeah, and they start talking to Joe, and they do the same thing, and they seem to be able to calm him down. Joe, I'm going to call Joe George. His name is now George. They seem to be able to call him George now.
And I also
So George is calmed down and doesn't want to kill anybody yet. And they're like, Snapjaw's like, no kill. At least 8 out of the 9 are sincerely convinced that you guys can help.
Boss Man's
Small army.
Boss Man's the only one that's not totally
If Boss Man gives us any.
Well, he's convinced, but he's not
convinced.
totally convinced.
If Boss Man gives
You
us
got him to calm down. So,
This reminds me of Niall's DMing with his kobolds.
it's because it's basically the same situation.
Would I actually hear them from that far away?
you can't hear anything.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
Yeah, I know.
But you hear the commotion. You hear the commotion.
I heard Ren Buckley yell. I heard some scrambling, and then now nobody's.
I'm still pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
So whose turn is it?
That was the lizard folks' turn. We are back at the top of the order.
Did Nariel take
Oh, no, Nariel. Nariel walks up to George and casts Healing Word on all 4 of the hurt lizard folk.
And me?
You didn't take any
Mass
damage.
Healing Word.
What do you mean? I had 4 of them beat on me.
You didn't take any damage though.
Yeah, I
she
did.
Oh, did she?
Oh, tons.
Yeah,
Like
I take over half
20,
damage.
like 20 points.
23 points of damage.
23 points.
That's over half my health.
Yeah. They really, like, she had her shield up, but they still knocked her around pretty good. So he walks up and he heals the lizard folk. And what's his mass healing word thingy?
He doesn't have what it does, so I don't.
I have it somewhere.
We all have it somewhere.
No, but I
all-
actually
Written on there, actually.
But I actually had it at one point in time for my other one.
Feels
No,
bad.
it says Player's Handbook 250.
Mass healing word. Range 60 feet. As you call out a word of restoration, up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus spell casting ability modifier. No
What's
effect
my
on
spellcasting ability modifier?
no effect on undead or constructs.
It is
It'd be able to
6. 4 plus 6.
That's just spellcasting.
It's
Mine's
D4 plus-
16. Why would his only be?
1d4 plus your
That's my spell
spell casting ability modifier.
Yeah, that's.
Healing increases by 1d4
Plus
for
6
each spell slot above 3rd level.
Okay, so he's going to use above 3rd level or 3rd
Yeah.
He
level?
doesn't have
above?
above 3rd level.
Okay, so he just does it at like 1st level. So they get a D4 plus, and he calls you Quill. He says, Quill.
Well, I'm within 60 feet of him, so I would get it too.
Yeah. So he's like, Quill, get 10 points back. Everybody gets 10 points back.
I'm at 15.
So we know that those lizard folks have 10 more hit points.
All of a sudden, George is like looking at Ariel, and he's like,
Best friend.
he nods, and he looks at Snapjaw, and you hear a common tongue word.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby. Let's go. Let's get in these boats and rock.
It's not quite morning yet, but Snapjaw explains to these guys that they need to go back to camp. Or they need to go and collect the next. He says you need to go and collect the next treasure hoard or whatever. He says there's stuff there that's ready to collect. He says go tonight and collect the goods and then come back to camp. I have to go and convince them. George is like, you're gonna need help to convince the rest of the clan. These guys will stay. We'll take these guys back.
So
You help. He looks at all of you. He says, you help.
Yeah.
Nariel's like, yeah. Kill Bullywug. Kill Bullywug.
Kill Bullywug.
Kill Bullywug. Good.
Remix that. Good kill.
I'm saying nothing because I'd probably just cause issues.
So anyway, they seem to be pretty convinced. Pluto says,
Pluto.
not Pluto, but Snapjaw says, now eat.
Eating.
Back to camp.
I'm going back to
Eat. Quill needs to have a nappy.
I would like to get my spell slots back.
Well,
So how many people are going back to camp now?
everybody.
All of us.
Like all of them?
Everybody's going back.
Everybody going back.
Holy Toledo.
The
I'm gonna go
Buckley's
this before.
getting his last 8 hours of sleep, or his last 4 hours of sleep.
Nariel remains awake.
I purposely didn't try to do anything strenuous so I wouldn't lose the bonus.
And he manages
one
to
is
communicate through
Snappy.
Snapjaw. And the other 9 guys, they head towards Carnath Roadhouse.
So that's this way?
Yes, they leave and head towards Carnath
And
Roadhouse.
that's the other 9.
Yeah.
No, this
And
is all-
they head towards Carnath. And Snapjaw says,
We needing more lizard folk.
On his way out, I want to cast Unseen Servant. And my Unseen Servant is going to put his leg out.
oh, you do understand you're asleep, right?
I thought we were going back to camp.
You went back to camp to sleep already.
Oh, we're sleeping?
And this
Fine.
is several hours. Like this is like
Fine.
hours later.
Okay.
They were talking to Snapjaw about the plans
Back
to
to
go to
sleep.
camp.
Back to sleep then.
I'm going back to sleep.
So these 9 guys will be available for
Future mission.
future missions. Snapjaw says to Nariel,
They helping now. They coming. They helping.
Are they gonna go get more recruits?
They go to other. They go to other. Going to. Yes. Going to other little folk.
Let's
Speaking. Yes.
let's head to Castle, kill Bullywug.
are you awake?
I thought we were
Are you
getting
awake?
up now. I thought we were getting up now.
How many hours?
Him and Nariel are talking.
How many hours have passed?
Couple. You guys are like,
I need to sleep. Although, I mean, a long rest doesn't mean I have to sleep the whole time. I can sit on my ass in the boat and do nothing.
so anyway.
Princess.
Yeah, but not everything in the boat. You got to remember, not everything's going to be a long rest. So
I know.
we're going to advance to the morning.
Okay, so
We'll
that's
move
the past
ahead.
4 hours.
We'll move ahead.
It is a new day.
A new day and a full long rest.
9 and 7. I'm happy with this.
DM's gonna have a bad day.
9 and 7.
9 and 7.
Very good. Snapjaw says,
Time to go. Time to go. Into boat.
Into boat. Let's go.
so
Don't
how
forget
many
your
of you
J-string.
are there? There's 5 of you, right?
Yep.
So he shoves, who's can paddle a boat?
Not a paddle.
I can paddle a boat.
My strength is
I've had to
9.
paddle the canals before because I've stolen things.
So you take a paddle and you paddle on one side, and he kind of points. You paddle on this side. He says, "I'll paddle on this side." We go. It'll take all 5 of you
I'll take.
and your backpacks.
You'll take Balvin. I'll take Stern.
So how many
No,
people are
he
in
always
one boat?
takes the
You always take Stern.
yes.
Okay.
He always
Good. I can't Stern for crap.
Plus, he is. What's your strength?
Wrong sheet. 15.
Mine's 9.
You guys look like you're about the same strength. He looks pretty. He's about 5. He's about 5'10", and he's
He's old.
lanky and
He's 5'10".
he's strong.
Yo, he's like lizard me.
Yeah, he's like
I'm
lizard.
5'10".
I would think that rowing would be like a simple task, wouldn't it?
Rowing is
No,
hard.
it's a hard task.
Oh, it's a hard task. Okay.
Have you
Especially-
never rowed a?
I was just seeing if my
Canoe.
unseen servant can row for me.
They don't need. These 2 guys can row your boat.
Rowing
I
sucks.
mean, everybody's in one boat,
Yep.
but why are there 3 boats? He said there were 3
Because
boats.
they need boats.
They need the boats to go back with.
And they need boats to have space for. My guess is they usually leave people at, like, they go with a party,
Yeah.
grab some stuff, bring it back to camp, have people here waiting,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, you guys are in the canoe, and you guys are heading back. And
we head to the castle to meet Dragon Colts.
Now it's time to erase all this mess.
We just go theater of the mind.
as you guys are traveling, there's trees like sticking out of the water and stuff like that. You know that this probably not that deep, probably taller than Quill. Like the water, it's probably a little taller than Quill, but it's not probably taller than Ren. The water's probably not terribly deep.
like
But
a
you need
3 foot water.
It's probably 4 feet deep or 5 feet deep.
Mariel and I still have water breathing. Who's in my boat? We took one?
Yeah.
You took one.
I'll cast it in Ollie. Just
So
in
you all
case.
have water breathing? So anyhow,
How long does it last for?
24 hours.
as you guys travel,
Rituals. Spell stuff.
you guys get through a better part of the day, and as the day goes on, the sun moves around the Faerun, and the day starts to get longer. I need everybody to roll a perception check. Nariel got a 9.
20. Not natural. Sorry, 19.
20, not natural.
11.
You think you hear something, Ren.
Hearing
You
is
don't-
always good.
You don't know what. But the rest of you are oblivious.
19. Oblivious.
Oblivious. Ren thinks he hears something, but you don't know. There's 5 of you in the boat, and there's all of a
Can I
sudden
identify what I hear?
you hear the whistling of what might be. You hear this.
Sounds like an ant.
What's your AC?
18.
Dang it. Okay.
Did it hit or miss?
You 2 arrows go right past your head. And now, there's Quill. So there's Quill, Nariel, Pluto, and
Chumbucket.
Lizard Man. So that's 4. Call out the number.
1.
3.
Nariel will be 3. Lizard folk will be 4.
I chose 3.
You didn't.
You aren't one of them.
Oh, I already got a text. I thought you were just naming people, but
1. Number 1. Who's number 1? 2 arrows go whizzing by you. And 2 more actually go whizzing by you. First one misses. Oh, cock back. Second one misses. Out of nowhere, these arrows go, and they just miss all of you. And Ren,
arrows.
yeah, you call out, and as you look down, you can see something dip below the water surface.
Oh shit. Can you tell us?
Are these more of your friends?
What? You asking?
Yeah.
Your
Snapshot. Arrows. Friends?
enemies.
Enemies. Fun. We're on canoes. This is not going.
We all have
1,
water breathing.
2.
No.
Yeah, we do.
Only
You,
2.
no, I cast on everybody.
Oh, did
Quill is Nariel is 3.
How does fighting underwater work?
we fight?
It's lucky for you. As a martial weapon person, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. It honestly really is. Which is why Prim Buckley doesn't like water. Never has.
4 or 5. Pick one.
4.
Okay. Pluto. A medium-sized, it's not enormous, but this big medium-sized boa constrictor comes out of the water, and
My AC is 15.
yeah, he comes out of the water and crits you nat 20. And he grabs you and pulls you out of the water, out of the boat. All right? He begins to wrap himself around you and does 7 points of damage, and you are restrained. You are restrained, and you will take this bludgeoning damage. You can, at the beginning of your next turn, you can roll a dexterity save to get out of this
Okay.
constriction. So he constricts you for that hit.
So I've only taken 7 damage so far, right?
Yep. And lizard folk guy. He has another big snake come up on the other side of him, and he seems to knock it back into the water. At which point, this snake stands up in the water and looks at him and grabs the side of the boat. Everybody roll initiative.
21.
22.
22 for Ren.
And that's a dex saving throw to get out.
Yeah, at the beginning of your turn. Quill
13.
and Pluto, you got 21.
Yeah.
Nariel, you can roll for Nariel too. If you want. They're right.
17 plus 22.
22.
22, I go first.
Okay, we'll call that. Yeah,
Higher dex.
it's okay. I just adjusted here for my own good. All right. That means Ren, you go first.
Yep.
There's a large dude looking like this, but he doesn't look like this. All right. What he looks like is he's got a human head. All right, and human upper body like this. But what you can't see is the snake lower half below.
So he's like a minotaur, but with a snake body instead of like a horse.
What's he called? Oh, I know
I
this.
go.
Anyway, there's that one, and he's constricting you, and then
What's he called?
it is.
There's a specific name for them, and I can't remember it.
Roll me an intelligence check. Anybody can roll me an intelligence check to see if they know what these creatures are.
25.
I don't know.
Your teaching, especially your teacher. Who's your teacher again?
Grolleman.
Grolleman. Taught you about 1T.
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 I thought 1T were...
These are snake people. And they don't just live in jungles and
I thought 1T were
they
just
live
like...
in swamps. These guys live here in this swamp. And
They're not good.
they're hissing. And one of them is standing beside the boat, and what are you doing? You can see he's standing, like, it looks like he's standing outside the boat.
Can I hit him?
Because his upper body is out of the boat.
How close is he?
You're at the front of the boat, he's at the back of the boat. This is 5 people. The boat's long, probably 10 feet long. So he's out of range, and you'll have to either jump out of the boat or...
I'm wondering... That is a big snake. But I've seen bigger. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna hold. Hold the turn.
Okay, that's... What are you going to hold? You're going to hold an action? What action? You can't just hold, you got to hold an action.
Do you actually?
You can't just go at the end and...
Then I'm gonna hold my attack.
What attack?
Oh, I have to choose a specific type of action. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just like skip?
Why don't you want to attack him?
I can't reach him. I don't have anything that reaches him. I have a blowgun that is worthless considering it. I don't have any.
Maybe in my mind, I thought they would come over the side of the boat.
One came over the side of the boat and pulled him out. He's now in the water,
Oh, underwater.
being constricted.
Okay.
I'm not going to call him underwater yet, but he's being pulled out of the boat. He's not out of the boat. I'll say he's not out of the boat yet. He's being constricted in the boat, but he's being pulled under.
Like, the anaconda's taking the
Then can I save him?
anaconda movie.
Yeah, there's this, like,
can I attack
where
the
were you
snake?
sitting? He's at the front. Where were you sitting?
I was probably
So,
close to the back.
I know Lizard Man, Ren. Nariel would sit right in the middle.
I'd probably be behind Ariel.
Fair enough. No, you can't.
Because because it would go lizard, red.
My goodness.
No,
You can't attack through to other people.
Well, the only person between me and him would be now.
You know what? I'm just not
behind
gonna do
now.
anything.
So then who's
You
steering
have to
at
do
the back?
something.
Really?
Who's steering at the back then?
The lizard folk.
I'm gonna lightly
Snap
or faster.
Oh, excellent idea. So you're gonna start pulling away?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Row.
Row your boat?
That's you're pulling away. I'm gonna let Pluto go. Nariel. Nariel.
I thought it was my turn,
Nope. Nariel, and then you. So
but I haven't had it.
you know about Wan Ti. Roll me another intelligence check.
21.
You understand that Wan Ti have a resistance to all things magical. Would you like to convey this message?
They're resistant to magic.
Nariel goes, really? He turns around and he pummels the one that's on
Me.
him.
Oh, it's a 1T on him? I thought it was just a
It's
boa.
a snake.
Yeah, it's just a boa.
Well, it's a medium-sized snake. But
Boa.
he rolls and misses and slams into the side of the boat, and the boat's like shaking now. So
Check. Check.
I'm going to say dexterity checks
For me?
for everybody.
14.
Dex saving, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like 14 plus 6.
What's that? 14. 14?
14.
7.
18. 24, you're good.
14.
You're good.
What about our...
Nariel. What's Nariel's dex?
+2.
Just makes it. And Snapjaw, he makes it. Nobody falls out of the boat.
And even if we did, we can still bleed.
It is now your turn. You can roll a...
Dex saving.
Yes, you can try to get loose.
Oh my god. 9. Besides the dex saving,
Nope, you don't. You still grappled.
how is it constricted around me? Like are my arms like this?
Yep.
Okay, then would I be able to like go into like a thing I can
You gotta get out first.
I can't like stab it with a knife from my hand.
Nope. Sorry, buddy.
Don't worry about it.
No, that's fine.
Hey,
Chase them
demon
away.
kitty.
Anyway, that's your turn. It is now Quill's turn.
So they're both resistant to magic, but all I can do is magic.
Then fly away to safety. Oh, no, there's
So the one that's holding him, I'm going to take my wand out and throw a lightning bolt on it. It's also in water, so it might electrify him a little bit. I don't know.
It's also wet and holding him.
Yeah. Good healer.
I have 14 health.
Where are you sitting?
Probably behind me.
You're sitting in front of Nariel.
I think I'm probably sitting on top of all the goods, just kind of lounging.
There's no gown. There's no
No
goods.
goods? Oh, we don't have any goods?
You're in front of Nariel behind Red.
Okay.
And he's behind Nariel in front of
Oh, no,
Snapjaw.
Snapjaw's in the...
So I can't
in the
see
stern.
either of the snakes?
Well, you can turn and
I can
see.
move in the boat.
Well, you can turn. Yeah, you can turn.
I'm also a gnome,
You can
so I
see
can
the-
see through people.
You can see around Nariel. You can see the one in the water, but the one he's sitting in front of. I'm gonna say, you know what? You can attack by all means. If you want to attack that one, by all means.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, just
Zap
give
the
her.
water.
I have 14 health.
I'm still smarting from the beat down last night.
So you good? I just roll a.
You're, for...
I just have to roll a Constitution.
Anything that looks
No.
like dex save now.
Da, 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 da. Dex.
Dexterity.
Die.
Yeah.
So I get advantage.
Well, we might recover your body this time.
You get advantage, or you just
I get advantage on all
Unlimited power.
saving throws against magic spells or other magical effects.
okay.
That's what I think Will
So
is like
that's
whenever she uses a lightning spell.
once.
Unlimited
What do I need?
power.
16
That he doesn't make it.
doesn't make it.
No.
So you hit the strength.
10.
You need to roll me
20.
a dexterity saving throw right now with disadvantage.
Dang it.
Hello, 7 viewers.
18 plus 6.
That would have saved.
And
Roll again.
Disadvantage.
Sorry.
8 plus 6.
14.
Oh, you take half damage.
Yeah.
What do you do?
He doesn't take half damage.
8, 9, 10, 11,
No, he had to beat 16.
14.
Oh, you.
No, he's dead.
No, he. Trust me, he made it.
What?
He takes half damage.
Okay.
Once he takes full damage. He takes the full brunt.
24 points of damage.
Yep, that's cool.
So what's half of 24?
12.
I have 2 points health left.
You should have been dead, so you should be happy.
You very well should have been dead.
Is Wanty dead?
Oh no, but didn't enjoy that.
That was me.
Not only did he not like that,
I'm kind of just hanging, like, I'm still behind Nariel. I'm kind of just, like, peeked
he's still
around.
trying to pull you over the edge. So it is Snapjaw's turn. He takes and swings at the Wanty in front of him from out of the boat.
Crit miss.
19 and 14. They both hit. He does. All right, he does. 6 plus. I didn't write this down. Sweet.
It's right here. Who's actually on the stream right now on their phones?
Me.
Do you have
10.
What doesn't show the people?
10 points.
what?
He does 10 points.
What doesn't show the people that are on the stream?
It does if you
Oh, there it is.
click on the viewers. There's only 5 viewers.
7.
Yep.
Command root. Dayman G.
Yeah, Commander Root
Well,
isn't on.
No,
Deca Smurf isn't on.
it's only
Electrical
Electrical on board.
is not on.
Ian Fusion.
Yeah, no, a bunch of people just dropped. It's 3 viewers now, so it's us. Because we started saying names.
Yes. As soon as you start saying names, they get off.
Really?
I don't know why. Anyway, long and the short of it is, that's his turn.
Who's the mod?
This guy squeezes you again.
BK
Yeah.
Lee Red?
That's him. He does.
It's Buckley's Red. Get it? It's my character name. But I took out a few letters.
Should have been Buckles.
I should have made it Buckley.
10 points.
I'm dead.
You're knocked unconscious?
I had 2 points.
Strange.
Yeah, you're knocked unconscious. You're squeezed.
Doctor.
It is now Ren Buckley's turn. What are you doing?
Chatting. Rowing faster.
You're still rowing?
Yep.
Because the other guy has stopped. Why? Because he just attacked the snake that was holding this guy.
Then you know what? I'm gonna check. You know what checking does?
What's that?
Increases the stability of a boat.
Excellent.
So no one should have to fall off now.
That's excellent thing to do. All right, is that what you're doing with your turn?
Yes.
Okay, you're checking. I forgot to go last time.
Because I know how canoes
I
work.
forgot to go
I
with
thought
my
you killed
other
him. Oh, the other one.
with my other 3 Wanty. But that's okay. I will forego that and say it is now Nariel's turn. And he's going to swing at the one that's got him. He hits.
And what's he swinging with? What's he swinging with? His mace?
Mace +1, so he has 1d6 +2 bludgeoning. That's really crappy.
No, that's awesome.
What?
7 points of damage.
1d6 +2. That's good.
Yeah. He used his dexterity instead of his strength.
Why?
And he's proficient with that weapon. What's his proficiency bonus?
2.
He's not proficient in strength. He's proficient in charisma and wisdom. Because he's a cleric druid.
Yes, but he's got +2 to his dex, and he's proficient with a mace. So he should use his proficiency bonus.
Is a mace considered a simple weapon?
Yeah.
So it's +5 to damage. So it's
He's been gimping
5 plus
himself.
5 is 10 points.
Has he been gimping himself?
This guy looks bloodied.
Yeah, it's a simple melee.
He's a +1 mace.
Yeah, he looks bloodied.
Cool.
He looks like he's been hurt. The other one that was standing beside the boat goes after the lizard folk again. Goes after... And he hits him this time, not once, just once. Yeah, he hits him once. He does. He uses his scimitar and does 9 points of damage. You see Snapjaw, you hear him. Ah! That didn't feel good. He doesn't look like he's in good shape.
Stop us gonna die.
He just got cut across the arm pretty good.
You say that. Snapshot's my friend.
Oh,
Guess
did
what?
I just...
You're gonna die.
It wasn't my turn. Sorry.
I'm just thinking
It wasn't my turn. It was
Pluto.
Pluto's turn. And then it was
Me. I go last.
Nariel's turn.
I thought Nario went before Pluto.
No.
That's what you did the first time.
Yes. And now you got to roll death save. Sorry.
But I rolled a 21.
A death save?
No, for initiative.
That's okay. Nariel rolled higher than you. So roll death save. So you're getting choked out. Okay, good enough. Quill, what are you gonna do?
If I hit it again, will he get damage?
If you hit it with lightning?
Yeah.
Certainly.
But how far, if I just do the headshot? Because lightning's 5 foot range, so like...
It still goes through that guy into that guy, and he's wet.
He's going through the water.
Conductive.
Would that be a death? But he's already dead. Would that add a bubble to his death save thing, or nothing?
How would that work?
I don't remember, honestly, I don't remember how it works, but I'm going to tell you this.
Because when we did it,
When he drops to his the same amount of hit points, this was the rule we started with way back when. When you drop to the same amount of hit points
As your max health.
as your max health, below 0, you die. So if you hit him, he's going to take damage.
Last time.
And that's definitely an old school rule, because I know here it's if you take damage, that would reduce you to
because when we were doing
lower
it,
than your max
when we were
health.
doing it back with,
What's your max health?
21. And the last damage I took was 10, and I already had 2, so I'm like -8.
Okay, I'll do something different. That's fine. I'll do something
We
different.
just started 0. You don't, like, the last hit just brings you to 0, and after that, that's when I start.
I will cast Mind Spike on the Monty holding him.
Excellent. I get to roll with advantage the saving throw, right?
Wisdom saving throw. 16.
Oh, he saves.
Well, you still take half.
Okay.
Four points of damage.
Okay.
I also know where he is for up to an hour.
Yeah, good enough.
yo,
Nope, it's Lizard Man's turn. He's gonna smack this guy down one more time. He hits once, he hits twice. he does 5 and 11, and if I'm not mistaken, he does 11 plus. Okay, yeah, 11 plus 4. It's 15 points. This guy's truly hurt.
The one that was holding Pluto?
Yeah. He is truly hurt.
I don't know if that was Carr or...
I don't know, but he's truly hurt. What did I say, God? 15?
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's shoveling snow.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, this guy's truly bloodied. And his friend goes after him again. And he misses with his first attack and he misses with his second attack. But you, 2 arrows. 1 misses for sure. You don't even hear it. You don't even see it. Second one. What's your AC?
18.
What?
18.
Second one misses you. Who's sitting next? That's you?
I'm
2 arrows at you. You're sitting.
I know because I'm like kind of behind
It's
Nariel.
It's Ren,
Quill.
Quill, Nariel,
Sure.
Me.
wrapped up you, and Lizard Man. And what's your AC? 18?
16.
16. So 14 plus 7. 17. Does 17 hit you?
No, because I just popped shield.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay, this arrow comes screaming in at you.
Bink.
Does hit you and bounces off your shield. And you know what? 2 more arrows come at you.
Bring it.
First one misses, and second one is a crit. So that one's going to do 13 points of damage.
Sure.
It strikes you in the shoulder, right through your shield, and it does not feel good. It's sticking in your arm. So
Perfect.
it's ugly, and they're off in the distance, within 80 feet or less. Is you can see them. They're way off in the distance, though. They're like 80 feet plus, and you can barely see them, but there's 3 archers off in the distance. It'll be to your right of the boat.
Okay.
So now there's 4 on the right, 1 attacking, and 1 that came off the left to attack Pluto. It is now Ren's turn.
Yep.
What are you doing, Mr. Buckles? You're holding the boat steady still?
Yep.
That's your turn?
Yep.
Fair enough. He's holding the boat steady so you guys can attack. That will bring Nariel. He attacks the Wanty holding you. Did you? No, you couldn't because you're dead. Damn. Okay.
There's a chance you might actually.
He
die
misses.
here.
It is now Pluto's turn to make a death save.
This Monty is taking me a very long time. Try rolling a different
Second death save.
Were you? Yeah, you were before me. I'm trying to get this in my mind. So we're in the boat with Wanty around
There's
us.
a Wanty in the back. There's a
Yeah.
Wanty holding him. So
Yeah.
there's a Wanty attacking Snapjaw. Pretend I'm Snapjaw at the back of the boat. There's a Wanti here.
Yeah.
It's attacking me.
Okay.
There's 3 off in the distance over there.
Not 1T, but archers? Or they're all 1T?
They're
The
all
archers
one-
are all 1T?
Oh, yes, everybody's Wanti.
How are they situated?
They're off in the distance, hiding
I made
in
it
the
to
swamp.
Hobbit, so
They're
you
barely
could tell in
visible.
the crowd.
You know they're there. You can't really see them, but you know they're there. That's where the arrows are coming from.
And then I made this
That
one the
direction.
captain because
Right.
Yeah, that one makes sense. I did actually appreciate that.
And there's one that has come over the left side of the boat and grabbed Pluto and wrapped itself around him.
It is now slowly but surely.
Yeah, no, I get that. I just wondered, so the ones that are further away, I can barely see them, so that's...
Like they are well hidden, full coverage.
up here.
So the one that's not... So there's one over here, right? The one over on this side has him.
Yes, there's one down here by Snapjaw.
But this one over here is just a regular snake? Or is it a one?
It's a regular snake wrapped around. Why?
That's Snapjaw. Because there's one here, one
Wrote an S on the bottom for a reason.
whatever.
Doesn't matter. They're all bad
I like
guys.
this one more. And if we ever have to kill him,
I want to... So I can hit... This one's not holding anybody right now.
No, he's attacking Snapjaw.
Okay.
Scimitar.
I'm going to lean out this way and lightning bolt him.
Okay, absolutely.
You make a dex save. Yeah.
14.
Nope.
Okay.
24 points of damage.
That's like, oh, damn, that hurt.
Because the
As you
snake,
light him up, that was well done.
because the snake's in the water, would the damage and my snake's still partially in the water, would it?
He's managed to wrap himself around you now.
Oh, so he's not in the water anymore?
He's all about you. He's all about your base, baby. And it looks to you, Quill, as if this snake's about ready to get his mouth open and start going over this guy's head.
Okay.
Anyhow,
I mean, sounds like give me health points so then I can reset my thing.
whose turn is it? Nariel's.
No, back to the top.
No,
We went out of order?
Quill, we did.
we went
went way out of order. Nariel went and missed.
Then I
Oh yeah, now it's Snapjaw. He's gonna swing at the guy holding you again, and he hits once. He hits once, I think it is. Let me just make sure. Hits once and misses once. And he does. Oh, this guy looks really hurt now. Very, very hurt. Extremely hurt. Very extremely hurt.
yeah, well, basically dead. I have one more death save.
So now the Wanti are going to attack.
and roll in that 20. It's your only option at this point.
With that stupid death house, I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, but just adds 2 to your...
Here we go.
I killed.
More. There's 2 arrows coming at you.
Can I see where they're coming from?
Deep in the swamp, down in the bio.
Okay.
It's like
I'm going to consider
kinda
that
like
it
this.
counts.
Deep in the swamp. You know the direction. You can't see exactly where.
I can't see the enemy?
No. There's deep.
Dang it. Dang
Deep,
it.
deep, deep.
Dang it.
It's like way.
That puts a damper on my abilities.
17 hits you? Nope. How about a 16? Nope, that doesn't hit. Okay, Quill.
Yep.
2 arrows.
Should have cut my back.
Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah.
Another arrow hits you for 2 points of damage. Nope. Yes, 2 points of damage as it grazes your cheek and lights up your cheek. And there's this little line of blood that starts coming down right here on the side of your cheek. It's permanent. the scar. That's 2 sets of arrows. That's 1, 2.
They're really good shots, being as
What's
I'm barely
Nariel's?
over the edge of the boat.
What's Nariel's
AC. It's like 16.
Literally sniping.
He's 20.
Literally sniping just your head at this
17 plus 3. First one hits and does 7 points of damage. The next one that comes into him hits with a 21 and does another 6 points of damage. And now we're back to Ren. What are you doing?
What about? Oh wait, I guess go last.
Is there anything I could do?
You're next, or you're after Nariel.
So either Ren or Niall have to kill it.
Are you holding the boat steady?
I'm just like kill Niall.
That was good. By the way, you can have inspiration for that.
They don't need it.
Do you have inspiration already?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can give inspiration to someone else.
Do you... Ren, do you got a potion?
The cat says no.
No.
I have one.
I do have a greater potion because we got them from. We do.
You could jump and save somebody.
Bren Buckley is not getting wet. Miss Quillian, Bren Buckley is not getting wet on this day.
I'll dry you off, Ren. With a spell.
I don't care.
Remember, if he gets out of the boat, everybody rolls dex saves.
Exactly. I'm keeping the boat steady by checking.
Why don't you just fly up and like?
And get knocked off my broom with all the arrows in.
Your paddle literally touches bottom. It's that
Good.
long.
Good.
They're not short paddles. They're big, long ones. And it does touch the bottom. So your checking is really doing its job.
It's really firm. Wait, if it's that long, like how long? Are we talking like half the length of the boat?
Yeah, it just touches bottom.
This is like a 10-foot.
No, it's like 5 feet long, and you're just touching
No,
bottom.
but like the boat is 10 feet. This pole
Yeah.
is 5 feet.
Yeah, about 5 or, yeah, you're about a foot out of the water.
Everybody's real close together.
Quill would drown.
No, she wouldn't. She has water breathing.
No one would drown.
None of us would drown.
Anyway, long and the short of it is, what are you doing? Check. Holding the boat steady.
It's fine, Brendan. It's fine.
Holding the boat
Yeah.
steady.
I can't reach the snake that's holding Brendan. Otherwise, I just hit it with the oil and put it back in.
Okay. Nariel, he chooses to attack
He's not going to heal.
the snake.
Not heal the snake.
No, he chooses to attack the snake,
He sees it.
and he hits the snake. And what's his +5? The snake, seems to let go and slide off of. You see the snake let go of.
I still need to make a.
It's still wrapped around him, but it's not. Doesn't seem to be constricting him anymore. Doing more damage. So that's Nariel's turn. Pluto, you need to roll a death save.
This is intense because he could die. He could lose another character. Right here. He could lose another character.
I'm sorry, Brandon. I really tried this time.
We really did try to keep you alive, and we got you to what, level 3? New record.
Roll that 20.
Come on, not 20. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, man.
The snake
And
seems
that's
to
down the stairs.
The snake seems to have. You hear this rattle coming out of Pluto.
It's fine, Brendan.
You're not
Grab it
dead
later.
yet.
I'm
Brendan,
getting it now.
He's not
grab it
dead.
later.
I'm dead, so it doesn't
No,
matter.
that's what you're-
Yes.
Yeah. You're not dead yet. Trust me.
I am.
No, you're not. Trust me.
Nariel has Revivify.
What's that good for a minute?
Yeah.
So we pretty much
And he's
have...
Nariel's sitting right beside him. So Nariel hears.
But did he fall into the water, though?
No. The snake literally kind of just sloughed down.
Okay.
He's not doesn't have snake around his face anymore. You can just see him like wall-eyed.
You're not dead yet.
Anyway, it is now. That's Pluto, Nara, Quill. There's one sitting in the water.
So I've heard both of them, but there's one in the water not touching him now.
Yeah, the one that's around him is dead, so you can remove him from the board.
Oh, this one is dead?
Yeah, that one's dead.
So there's the other one.
No, the other one's not.
No.
Okay. I will lightning bolt him.
Sounds good.
You have to make dex saves. Now, before you make those dex saves, are you getting advantage with them? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I get advantage.
Oh, okay. You got a 9 and a 7 on both your rolls.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? Take his. Do you have inspiration?
I don't.
Take his inspiration.
Well, not want to take it.
Well, he has one.
Well, I had, yeah.
So he can.
You can have more than one off the table. can't
No.
you?
No, you can only have one inspiration.
Holy Dinah!
10,
Look at that. 15.
26, 34 points.
Yeah, nice. This guy, you see him literally.
And then his head just
This is like explode.
30 what?
34.
like a firecracker.
So it's 34 after I hit him the last time. So it's happy with that. Is he still alive?
Oh, very much.
Oh,
so.
I've hit him for 58 points of damage.
Richard says, nice roll.
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, he's still alive, but he's bloody. You can see
I don't get that.
he doesn't like it. He does not feel good. He is really in a bad
You
way.
don't get that? No, that's because you turned it off so it didn't load the newest messages.
I didn't turn it. It just went off.
Power saving feature.
Anyway,
Because I posted like
he turns.
messages that nobody's responded to.
Spitface turns and
Yeah, I got
attacks him twice and misses. This guy manages to dodge out of the way, and it is now the Wanti's turn. So 2 arrows at Ren. Cock die. 13 plus.
I missed a bunch of
I
chuck.
think it's 13 plus 3. 16. No, does that hit?
No.
Okay, that's first one. 18 hit.
Defender wins or attacker wins?
Always the attacker wins.
Yeah.
Then
Tie goes to the runner.
the attacker wins.
Same for the player. If you roll the AC or better.
So that is 5 points of damage for bow. Quill,
You.
2 bow arrow shots at you. One's a 19 and one's a 17. Do I hit?
No, because I popped shield again.
19 plus 3?
Oh, you just said 19.
Oh, sorry, no, 22.
Then I won't pop shield.
22 and 17.
Hit away, both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
All right. 5. 5 plus. Wait. Yep. 5 plus 6 is 11 points. As 2 more arrows come slamming into you, into your arm.
Welcome to Slam Town.
And Nariel, what's your AC?
He's 20.
4 and 4. They both miss him. Now, is he got any sort of shielding thing for you that he can use to shield you from
He
these
has a
arrows?
shield of... I mean, considering, as we said earlier, my head's barely above the bow of the boat.
Yeah, like that's what
Like,
they're
they
taking
are
shoulder.
nailing me really, really good.
Yeah, these guys are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're good at what they do. But that's their attacks.
No, he can stick his shield. He can heal me.
Oh, do you want him to heal you? But on his turn.
He'll
You
have,
can ask on your turn.
He'll have to.
Anyway,
That revivify thing, it has to be used something in less than a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, but each round is 6 seconds.
so
we have
the
to, after 10
one
rounds,
he's
he'll be
standing
dead.
beside Snapjaw misses him, and we're back to Ren Buckley.
This is 1 round.
Okay.
Ren,
So
what do
you
you want
should
to
keep
do?
track of this. This is 1 round that you've been dead. So in the next 9 rounds, you have to be revivified.
Ren,
So I currently have an arrow in my arm, and I'm still checking. So guess what?
Okay, you're just checking.
Just checking.
Sounds good. Nariel casts Revivify on Pluto. Right on his head. He just grabs his head. Revivify!
I have 1 health.
Is that a like a instant thing, or is it a?
It's a third level
It's a
spell
chant.
slot, I
It
believe.
consumes a 300 gold diamond.
We don't have one of those.
Don't.
Yeah, Nariel.
Which Nariel has.
He does have one.
Why would he have one of those and not tell me about it so I could steal it? Guess what?
You literally see this diamond appear in his hand and then turn to dust as he reaches over to Pluto Nash and goes, "Be well." And this stone turns to dust.
Auto.
And he reaches over and he goes, "Thanks, sweetie. Oh, you need that healed?" That's right on your sore arm. I'll get that next round.
He has a bonus heal.
Oh, so he bonus around.
I have no idea what his bonus heal is.
He bonus heals. He has a bonus action healing
It's
word.
just 1d4.
It's healing word, right? He grabs the 3 arrows in your arm and he goes like this. He goes like this. He goes, "Ooh." And there's this gush of blood and he goes, "Be well."
How
And he,
does healing word is
"Fool."
That's
Fool. And he goes, "Fool, don't get hit anymore."
What are you healing me for then? So it's 1d4 plus the spell.
healing word?
7. You heal for 7.
Then that means I get healed to 7 too, doesn't it? Because it's healing.
No, you got Revivify.
Oh, I'm thinking mass healing.
You're
word.
back alive.
You're unconscious,
Yeah.
but you're alive.
I have 1 health.
Do you have a greater healing potion?
No, are you kidding me?
Anyhow,
Well, I have a minor healing potion.
You should use it on your turn.
he's
I'm unconscious.
He's unconscious.
I thought he's back to 1.
1 doesn't mean he's awake. 1 doesn't mean you get up and fight.
Well, at least you can't get hit at the bottom of the boat.
He's covered by the snake, so he's got like 3/4 cover. And they don't know he's been healed. So that was Nariel's turn. Pluto, you're awake. You can't do anything. Quill. There's a guy standing over the side of the boat. And he's like done. He's moving towards you.
Yeah, well, I'll use yet another lightning bolt. But I have no.
You have none.
I have lightning bolts. I just have no more.
Okay, so I gotta
I can't
roll.
alter your dice chucking.
Okay, so I get advantage on my saving throw, right?
That's fine. You're still getting half.
I might be getting full. Roll a 5. Roll a 5.
I try not to watch what you roll because I can see right behind the screen.
But he rolls an 18.
Sorry?
Exactly.
He rolls an 18,
It's very hard.
so he makes the save. And he's actually stopped. He was going to move towards you, and you stop him with this laser bolt.
Well, I rolled a 35, so he gets 17 points of damage.
He's extremely bloody
How
now.
is this man dead? How is this lizard?
I've done over 75 points of damage to this guy.
This guy
Exactly.
gets attacked by Snapjaw twice, and Snapjaw finally hits him and does
I'm just here checking the boat, just making sure we're not toppling.
6. That he doesn't like that. He turns and he looks at you, and he looks right at you.
The 1T.
Yeah. And you look into his snake eyes, and all of a sudden, you're just like doing one of these, and you hear in common tongue, "Stop." Roll me a DC charisma saving throw.
I have advantage. 16 or 20.
Doesn't matter. He looks at you and like your head is swimming, and you're like, oh. on.
20.
Just listen.
Okay.
Role play with me here.
Okay.
Your head is swimming.
What are the facts?
You're swimming.
Numbers.
And all of a sudden, you're just like, whoa, that's BS, man. You hear this word stop in your head, and you look at him. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And you look at him, and you put your hand on your shoulders, you go, bitch, please.
I'm a millennial.
I deserve this.
We'll stop when I say we're done.
I love it. We'll stop when and he looks at you, and like you can tell his eyes are like, holy crap. But that's okay. 2 more arrows.
Would you please
come
sign this
streaming in
petition
at
to
you, Red.
ban cheese?
19 and a nat 1. That one totally misses. And you know what? For the nat 1, I'm going to say those arrows come so fast that the nat 1 hits the 19 and knocks it out of the air and doesn't hit you. Quill, how about you?
I'm just like,
17 plus 3 is 20. Does that hit?
No, because I'll go to 21 with my shield.
Okay, fair enough. Another one comes, slams into you, and bounces off your shield.
What's that?
how much did I get hit for the first time I got hit by an arrow?
I don't remember. You're supposed to be writing that down.
I think it was like 14 or something like that.
Anyway, Nariel takes 17. Does that hit Nariel? Doesn't he?
There's still another 6 of these guys off to the shooting arrows at us, isn't there? No.
3.
You don't know.
3. We don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Unless he's purposely having all the damage we're dealing to him, must have like 140 hit points then.
Yeah, but the other one died with not that much.
That was because it was just a snake.
Anyway,
It was just a boa.
here's the deal. That Wanti, he takes his that looked at you. He takes his second attack and disappears under the water as you see him transform into a snake. And as he's transforming, Snapjaw swings at him twice, and he hits him once, and he hits him twice. 6 plus, I think it's 2. 6 plus 2, yeah, that's 8. He does 8 and 3. And this guy slips beneath the water and slips away.
And don't you know where he is?
He is,
The one that's dead, I know where it is.
he's gone. He's gone under the water.
So we can't see him? Water's like murky?
Murky water, yeah. It's swamp water.
Unchecking, let's go.
Snapjaw says, row! And you guys start rowing. You guys start rowing?
Rowing
I
faster.
don't know.
Okay, Ren, your turn. What are you doing?
Rowing faster.
Checking.
Pluto,
Checking.
you're still out of it. Nariel casts, what has he got for healing spells left?
I don't know if I haven't been keeping track of this.
Neither have I.
What he has left.
Neither by.
You should have a cantrip for healing. Then you don't have to worry about
Cure
this.
wounds, probably.
Yeah, he probably has cure wounds.
Yeah,
Something
cantrip.
blue.
Do we run out of memory?
No, maybe it would be from there.
Did that stop?
I don't know, I just heard a beat.
There was a beat, but it wasn't from over here. It was from up here somewhere.
I heard this area.
I heard it up here.
He can just do the cure wounds.
That's okay. That's okay.
Do I just have him do cure wounds on him?
Just do cure wounds. It's
This is
1d6
how
plus.
I thought cure wounds.
Oh, it's still going. It's still going here. Doesn't matter.
I thought cure wounds was 1d8.
Cure wounds I have right here.
D6 plus
1d8 plus 6. Yeah.
1d8 plus 6. So he heals you for full. 1d8 plus 6. 8 plus 6.
8.
14.
14 points.
So it's not full for him.
No.
You come awake, and you see Nariel trying to pull the snake off you. He says you can make a pretty nice pair of boots out of these.
Are they considered humanoid?
And
Yep, they are medium. They are medium monstrosities.
Okay, so
Do it.
They're
okay,
monstrosities.
so
They do not revert when they are in form. They do not revert to their true form.
No, it's not nighttime anyway.
But it's getting on late. With that, we are going to call that a game.
Cool.
I want to say thank you to everybody who came out. Save that thought for next week.
but it's like my response to him healing me, making me
Oh,
away.
okay.
Okay, so Nariel pulls the snake off me, says the thing about boots, and I say, fucking magicians.
Language.
Language.
Then I cast lightning bolt on him.
Nah. Say you're sorry.
Can an a-hole.
Okay.
Yeah!
Somebody's gonna get their hands cut off, and it's gonna be you.
Hey everybody, we want to say thank you for everybody who came out tonight. We want to remind you that we do have a Patreon. We're trying to save for new computer equipment, new camera equipment, and new microphones. If you can help us out, we'd really like it. If you can't, just come on out and watch. We sure do appreciate it when we get people in chat and we have a good time. We really enjoy it. Want to thank all my guys. You're great. And remember to follow us on Twitter and all that other good stuff. What's everybody doing? You're going back to camp. You're going to work. What are you doing tomorrow? Work?
Work, and then Edmonton Board Gaming League tomorrow night.
Right on. I'm going to play golf. Hey, love y'all. We'll see you then.